Shooters tend to have the spotlight in hockey. Why? Their name is first on the scoresheet. Their tallies change the score, and potentially the tide of the game. But what about the puck movement that precedes a shot to help make those goals happen? Let's talk about some of the best puck-moving forwards at 5-on-5 to open the 2021-22 season. Moving the puck out of the defensive end often falls on defensemen, as the Erik Karlssons, Roman Josis, and John Klingbergs are among the best in the league at crossing the blue line with possession. But forwards contribute to exits, too, some more than others. Small samples can inflate a player's rates, since it magnifies so few results. That's why players like Valeri Nichushkin and Jack Hughes lead the way for carry-out attempt rates among forwards, despite not playing much yet this year. If we remove those players with lesser playing time in the early goings of the season, Matthew Barzell jumps out with 17. 7 carry-out attempts per 60 minutes. What's even more impressive than just his ability to skate the puck out of his own end is the high rate of successful plays that follow those attempts. Almost 86% of his carry-outs have been followed by a successful play. Nick Cousins, 17.1 per 60, Kyle Connor, 16.0, Jake Evans, 15.8, and Dylan Cousins, 15.8, are among the forward leaders in carry-out attempt rates at 5-on-5. Cousins, along with Andre Kays, Frank Vatrano, Adam Gaudette, and Leon Draisaitl all follow Barzell's high rate of successful plays after attempting to carry the puck out of the zone. Sometimes defenders also lead their teams into the offensive zone. Jossi, Cale Makar, and Adam Fox are among the best puck-moving defenders when it comes to zone entries. But most defenders don't stack up to forwards with possession plays into the offensive end. Carter Verhage, who had a breakout season last year with the Panthers, leads all skaters with 24. 6 carry and attempts per 60 at 5-on-5. One of this season's top young guns, Trevor Zegras, finishes right behind him with 23. 7 attempts per 60. Barzell, a transitioning whiz, unsurprisingly lands in third with 21. 9 attempts per 60. In Calgary, Johnny Gaudreau's contributions go further than his team leading 14 points. He helps their offense click by frequently trying to skate the puck into the offensive zone. 21. 7 per 60. Nikolai Ellers in Winnipeg completes the top 5 with 19. 8 attempts per 60. Carrying the puck in, of course, is just one part of the equation. It's crucial that a team also extends that sequence to create offense. Verhage jumps ahead with a high rate of successful plays after a carry and attempt, followed by Ellers and Gaudreau. Jordan Kyrou, who is in the top 10 in carry-ins, and Barzell rank in the top 5 as well. Conor Mcdavid carries the puck into the offensive end quite frequently, but when weighing his hefty ice time, his per-minute rate slides to 11th. That said, when it comes to a carry-in followed by a shot on goal, no one ranks higher right now than Edmonton's captain. Gaudreau and Sam Bennett also see their entries convert to shots on net quite often. Further than just a shot, since shots aren't all created equally, we can look at scoring chances that follow a carry-in. That's where Verhage thrives in Florida. Gaudreau and Zegras also help spark their team's quality chance generation with their carry-ins. Of course, skating the puck into the offensive zone isn't the only way to bring it in with possession. Forwards also create a controlled entry with a pass over the blue line. Leon Draisaitl passes the puck into the offensive zone for a controlled entry at the highest rate in the league, 74/60. Robert Thomas follows the Oilers' offensive dynamo. Between his passes and line-mate Jordan Kyrou's controlled entries, particularly his high rate of carry-ins, the Blues' current second line is quite skilled at gaining the offensive zone with possession. Barzell and Gaudreau, once again, find themselves high on this list for another transitional play. And Jason Spezza makes his debut to round out the top 5 in pass entry rates. So, to put all this together, we can look at the players who best bring the puck into the O-zone with control between carry-ins and passes. Since carry-ins happen at a much higher rate, the top 5 remains the same. But to expand to the top 10, we see players like Cousins who, like Barzell, also contribute with zone exits. Plus, we see a few more Panthers emerge. Transitional play obviously influences offensive generation, but doesn't always directly impact the shot attempt. A primary pass, on the other hand, there's value and repeatability in using primary shot assists to help predict future scoring, as the work of Ryan Stimson with the passing project shows. So which forwards help set their teammates up for a shot the most? Of course, it's the generational McDavid leading the way with a rate of 29 primary shot assists per 60, or passes that directly precede a shot attempt. There's a bit of a gap of over 2 passes per 60 between the best 2 in the league in this regard, with the margin slimming out from there. Brad Marchand's 18.72 primary passes per 60 to his line mates is good for second. That obviously clicks well with one of his more frequent line mates, David Pastrnak, who uses his accurate shot often in Boston. Yanni Gourde, Sebastian Aho, and Taylor Hall round out the top 5 in primary shot assists. Last year, Hall shot the puck at the lowest rate of his career, and this year his individual shot rate is still pretty low. But he's maintaining his offensive influence through his passing. A player like Artemie Panoran is expected to be in the top 10 with his passing. But while his raw passing totals land him second in the league, he isn't creating at a high enough rate in his minutes to compare to some of the aforementioned forwards. Instead, Panoran is currently 11th in the league in primary shot assist rate after getting off to an iffy start this season. Shot assists are obviously broad, and different types of passes have varying impacts. So, we can look even deeper at these forwards' passes. Zegras and Thomas both set their teammates up at a high rate off the rush. Travis Konechny and Mark Schieffel tee up their teammates for one-timers at the highest rate. Two Western Conference players lead the way with passes to the slot in Sonny Milano and Draisaitl, although there's quite a bit of difference in talent between who they're passing to. To get even more specific, we can look for a Royal Road pass that directly precedes a chance from the home plate area in front of the net. Alan Wells found that these types of passes had a 15.5% finishing rate when analyzing Stimson's data from the passing project. The danger of a Royal Road pass, especially if it sets up a one-timer or a quick shot attempt, is that it forces a goaltender to move laterally. So that pre-shot movement, particularly with the right amount of deception from the attacking team, can trick defenders and goaltenders and lead to a quality chance. In his 75 minutes of play, Dylan Strome actually rates the highest in the cross-seam passes that result in a scoring chance from the slot area with 4. 79/60, but that passing obviously hasn't been enough to keep him in Chicago's lineup. Marchand, in a few more minutes, approximately 122 at 5-on-5, ranked second with 3.98 Royal Road shot assists per 60. That ability to thread his teammates with a quality pass, especially to one of the most dangerous shooters in the league in Pastrnak, can make the Bruins' offense so dynamic when Marchand's on the ice. Tyler Bertuzzi currently is in third in this stat, and his line mates, Lucas Raymond and Dylan Larkin, have benefited from it to start the season, at least, until they cross the border. Kyrou is fourth, while Nathan MacKinnon, one of the ultimate dual threats in the league, rounds out our top five.